Now this next event is a genuine, authentic Icelandic event, and a little factoid about Iceland is that they still believe in elves, and this little thing here does look a bit like an elf's coffin, but I don't think that's the mythology attached to it. Here to tell us more is Magnus Ver Magnusson, 4-time world's strongest man. What is this thing?
Well, this is a replica of original stone in Iceland called the Husafell stone, which is originated in the countryside, and it was used, the story says, as a gate for a sheep's carol.
Oh, okay.
All right, and the legend says that the farmer's daughter picked it up, walked around the carol with it, and put it down again at like 45 meters.
And there's an original Icelandic version of it, isn't there? There's an authentic Husafell stone.
Yeah, from the nature, so this is kind of replica of that.
So if a farmer's daughter can carry it, hopefully these guys should have no problem whatsoever.
From Wales, Nathan Llewellyn.
So Nathan Llewellyn, the first athlete to the start line in this second event, the Husafell Stone. And after that 6th place finish in the truck pull, this should be an event that favours the former rugby player. Anything that involves dynamism, anything that involves movement and endurance, Nathan Llewellyn could well come into his own. And look at the pace he's setting down the first leg of this 15-metre course. Over the finish line now. Looking for a turn? Well, no. He's electing to almost moonwalk with that Husafell stone backwards. Down it goes. So it's over 15 meters, but I'm not sure walking backwards is permitted. It's a technique I've never seen before, and it's going to be interesting to see how the judges interpret that.
Nathan, that was going really well for you up until about halfway. What happened?
Right, I got told beforehand the weight felt quite comfy, but beforehand I got told that if I wanted to, I didn't have to turn. I could backtrack on myself, because with the turn I'd start losing it.
Right.
And it's harder on the quads anyway. So if I backtrack, it's easier. So I done it. Didn't know it was against the rules. So they're allowing me to go again, otherwise I'd be disqualified. I think they're taking pity on me, to be honest.
So you get to have another go?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good at least.
I've used a bit of energy though, so I'm worried. I'm worried on this score. I might have less, so I don't really know what to do. But that's the way it's standing now. Like.
Jonathan Kelly.
So we're going to have to wait and see what happens with Nathan Llewellyn as to whether he takes the option of rerunning the course of the Husafell stone. But to the start line is Johnny Kelly. Crucial part of the technique is getting to grips with that 186 kilogram stone. Unusual shape, but now that he's on the move, he really is going effectively down this 15-meter course. Again, one of the lighter, more athletic competitors at just 130 kilograms, and that's an effective turn. So well over the 15-meter halfway stage, just lost the grip there. So over 15 meters for Johnny Kelly, and he moves into first place.
What's the key with an event like this? What do you really look out for? Does the turn make a difference?
Yeah, you want to just keep a steady pace, keep the air coming into your lungs, and get a good grip on the stone, hold on as long as you can.
And apart from that, does it hurt your arms? Does it take a lot out of you?
Yeah, more out of your breathing, because you have 180 kilos pulling down on your chest. So trying to get the air in while moving quick with it, that's the struggle.
That's a hell of a lot to ask, isn't it? Well, thanks ever so much for talking to us. Good luck for the rest of the competition.
So Adam Bishop, currently in 4th place after the arm-over-arm truck pull, steps up to the start line in preparation for the Husafell stone. 15-meter course lying ahead of him. Before he can begin to tackle that course, he's just taking his time to get to grips with the implement. You see him squatting down low in an attempt to use those big muscles of the hamstrings and glutes and quads, but really is having a difficult time getting the stone up off the ground. See him electing to wear those compression sleeves on his biceps and forearms, the only athlete we've seen choose to use that piece of apparatus to this point in the competition. Plenty of encouragement from his competitors. Now looking to Magnus Ver Magnusson for perhaps inspiration, perhaps some encouragement. Now the sleeves removed. The clock is ticking, but really that's irrelevant because Adam Bishop will want to register some distance. And now the stone has touched down. Adam Bishop's Husafell stone event is over. And really, it couldn't have gone much worse for the 24-year-old. 0 distance, 0 points.
Adam, unfortunately. From Ireland,
So Pat O'Dwyer to the start line in third place after the arm-over-arm truck pull. And incidentally, Adam Bishop so frustrated, so disappointed and annoyed after registering 0 distance in the Husafell Stone, choosing not to do an interview, instead taking the time to get his head together for the rest of the competition. That won't be a fate to befall Pat O'Dwyer, as he is already off and running. Rather duck-footed fashion down the first 15 meters of the course, he turns and going great guns, fighting for every conceivable inch. Pat O'Dwyer refusing to drop that stone and shuffling forwards, and then gives it an extra little shove with his quads because the distance will be measured from where the stone lands. Pat O'Dwyer moves into first place, 23.4 meters.
He's no rookie as Pat O'Dwyer has all the tricks in the book.
Pat, take us through that. That looks like one of the toughest events so far. Yeah, I hate that event. So, I mean, let's just get a look at your forearms here. Some of the guys are going for the sleeves, and then we saw Bish struggle completely, had to take them off. And
I learned that lesson back in qualifiers. We did this last year in the qualifier, and I had sleeves as well, but it needs to be skin to skin.
Yeah.
And that way, when you're locked on, just go off for it.
No pain, no gain. Thanks, Pat.
So the man currently in second place after one event, Tom Shaw, 35 years of age, 6'5" tall, and his day job when he's not preparing and training for strongman events is as a drayman, delivering barrels of beer to restaurants and pubs and various other establishments, so used to lifting heavy weights, and he's got that 186 kilogram Husafell stone up onto his abs with no problem whatsoever. Looking really comfortable down this first leg of this 15-meter course, and you see it's a pretty tight turn for the athletes there. 1-2 over the finish line, and looking as comfortable as can possibly be when you've got 186 kilograms across your chest. The first man to complete 2 laps of the course, turning once again over 30 meters now, beginning to dig into the forearms, feeling the pain, feeling the burn, and that is a terrific effort from Tom Shaw. 38.85 meters, and he goes comfortably into first place.
Tom, wow. You all right, mate?
Yeah.
Go on, let's have a look at these arms.
Yeah, nice.
So what's the deal there? It's just taking all the skin off?
Yeah.
How's it feel?
It's a bit stingy.
You performed amazingly well there.
Yeah,
that's the furthest so far.
Yeah, about the first half I thought I was going to pass out because blood pressure just went through the roof when I got it up. So
it looks like the hardest bit is actually to stand up, really.
That's it, once it's up it's fine, but yeah, just this sort of stars. It's sort of funny feeling in your legs. Just keep going, just keep going.
The UK strongest man.
So sauntering towards the start line in confident fashion is the leader after event 1, Ed Hall. In the first event of the day, the arm-over-arm truck pull, it was Hall who laid down the marker. That proved insurmountable. He's just seen his rival Tom Shaw produce a terrific effort to go 38.85 meters. Hall gets it up onto his chest, and now the man from Stoke is off and running. Approaching the finish line of the 15-meter course on this first lap, crosses it comfortably, turns, and looking in complete control.
I'll do second. Yes, it will.
And now Ed Hall seemingly settling for second place, drops the stone, but remember Nathan Llewellyn has the option of going again.
Eddie, your closest competitor at the moment is Tom Shaw, and he took that further than you. What went on?
Well, luckily I was going last, so I knew what I had to do. I couldn't really be asked to go two and a bit way, so I was happy with second place with 1.5.
How do you think you're doing overall at the moment?
I think I'm in the lead still, so or joint first with Tom now, so it's in the top 4 go through, and that's all I'm interested in. I don't really care about winning the group.
How would you feel if you lost the competition to Tom Shaw?
It's not going to happen.
Right. Absolute certainty there. Nothing but ego from Eddie Hall. Cheers for talking to you. Well done. Thanks,
Cheers.
Eddie.
From Wales.
So Nathan Llewellyn choosing to take the second run on this Husafell Stone. Remember, he was the athlete who led off the group in this event, but misinterpreted the rules, and having crossed the 15-meter line on the first lap, started almost to moonwalk backwards. That against the rules, So he's taking the option of a second run. Eddie Hall thinks that he's done enough for second place, but can Nathan Llewellyn impact those scores and perhaps get himself onto top spot? Cheering himself on, grimacing with every stride, and cries of "come on, come on." He's beaten Ed Hall 30 metres, having gone 2 laps. He puts himself into second place. Ed Hall relegated to third.
Nathan, you chose to go again because of the sort of technical problem you had with the first one, and paid off.
Yeah. I don't know how. I think I just had a bit more better mental attitude, and managed. I knew what I had to beat, in other words.
Right.
So I think it worked off. So I'm glad I done it. It's taken out of me a bit, but I got a bit more aggression now.
Worth it in the end?
Worth it in the end,
Absolutely.
definitely. So great.
Shaw of England.
So on that second run, Nathan Llewellyn splitting the main competitors of Tom Shaw and Ed Hall with a terrific effort. 2 laps, 30 metres. He was concerned about a lack of energy, but he found plenty of it in that second run. But that terrific performance of 38.85 metres in the Husafell Stone gives Tom Shaw sole ownership of first place. Ed Hall in second. Nathan Llewellyn has moved up to fourth.